Melons from aftv proving Erling Haaland right with each passing day. Antony getting man of the match on his Real Betis debut. A scintillating Lamine Yamal dribble. And a new midfielder for Pep Guardiola that will eventually play as a left winger. What a fucking weekend of football. Football Twitter. Let's begin. They made a Manchester City Arsenal combined 11 for the 2000 to 2024 era. And this is the team. Ederson in goal. I'm surprised that they didn't go for Seaman. Walker, Campbell, Company, and Ashley Cole. That is pretty much 100% spot on. The next two center halves I would probably be putting in there is Ruben Diaz and Tony Adams. Rodri, Vieira, and Kevin De Bruyne. No David Silva, no Yaya Toure in there. No Cesc Fabregas. I think those three that's a pretty good selection. I would choose either Rodri or Vieira, maybe not both. Maybe for right now I'll choose Vieira because Rodri's still playing, and we'll go with Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva. Not really an issue there. Henry on the left. Haaland does not make it in over Aguero. Stop with that bullshit. And Bukayo Static Saka is at the right wing position instead of fucking Mahrez. Mahrez, a guy that's won 5 Premier League titles, an unthinkable, an impossible Premier League title with Leicester City, being their best player throughout the entire season, scoring a semi-final goal to help his country win a African Cup of Nations. Mahrez didn't win all of that to be compared with Bukayo Saka. Are you mad?
It's really fucking stupid.
This is Antony. Antony! It's 1-0 Betis! Isco gives them the lead!
This is what world-class players do, ladies and gentlemen. Antony, the best right winger in world football. I don't want to hear about Salah, Mohamed Salah, not even the best Egyptian in the league, or Lamine Yamal and all that, or Rafinha, Ballon d'Or. Antony is the best. Oh, I'm so excited he's not playing for Manchester United. By the way, fun fact, when I was 15, 16 years old, Isco was starting to be one of my favorite players in the world. I said my favorite number is 22. That's what it was when I was a kid. And players that wore the number 22, I loved. Hands to Ricardo Kaká, players like that. Isco, I absolutely loved Isco. I remember playing a football tournament, a youth tournament, and I remember I styled my hair just like Isco, and my mom helped me do it because I loved Isco so much. I'm so glad that Antony is doing well.
What did he say?
I never thought I'd hear those words come out of my fucking mouth. But Isco scoring that goal, ooh, stupendous.
But this does put a smile on my face.
Stadium was playing Humble by Kendrick Lamar. That means that the stadium announcer and the big bosses of Arsenal are noticing what Erling Haaland is saying and telling their stadium announcers and their stadium people to put Humble by Kendrick Lamar. This is so fucking cringe.
I can't take it anymore! I just want to die! We all want to die!
Reporter, tough one to take, Bernardo. 5-1, just like what you did to them in 2023. Not really the same, is it? We are both fighting for top 4. Difference is we won the league after that.
Damn!
You tell him, Bernardo. You fucking tell him.
He got cooked!
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked!
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a weird part of football Twitter, but this is about the NBA and basketball. This is going to be really short, but this is so effing huge that I had to put it in.
That's what she said!
Legitimately, this is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. This is the difference between football and the NBA and the NFL. Transfer negotiations, stuff like that. People working, negotiating out on a deal, flying, people tracking jets and all that shit. That doesn't happen in the NBA. It's boom, you wake up, here we go. Fabrizio Romano tells you about a transfer 5 years in advance. I'm really, hating on Fabrizio Romano. He definitely, he works his ass off. But still, it's a lot less interesting in terms of transfers because we know what's going to happen. Jude Bellingham, Erling Haaland. I mean, imagine we had the here we go from Erling Haaland to Manchester City just straight out of the blue. That would have been crazy. Luka Doncic, for those of you that don't watch the NBA, I live in America, so obviously I follow the NBA, the NFL, and other sports like that. But Luka Doncic is one of the best players in basketball. One of the most talented players in basketball. And the Mavs just traded, not sold, traded him for an injury-prone Anthony Davis. So Lakers still don't have a big man. But regardless, this is like if Liverpool traded Mohamed Salah for Jude Bellingham. Liverpool would be the Lakers in this scenario, and the Mavs would be Real Madrid. Anthony Davis, Mohamed Salah, they're still great, but they're on the older side, and Bellingham and Doncic are young and in their prime. You fucking idiots. Why would you do this?
I feel so fucking stupid.
Ultimately, Haaland, regardless of the fact if he scored or not, regardless of the fact if City won, the guy needs to be humble. Because he's a nasty piece of work. He really is. He doesn't deserve the success he's got. And today, he was put very much in his place. And that was very, very pleasurable.
Listen, that just makes no fucking sense. I mean, it's just bullshit.
Discount Danny Levy is back, ladies and gentlemen. Discount fucking Danny Levy. This bald melon of a man is back. Wow. Did you hear what he just said? Erling Haaland is a nasty piece of work. Wow. For what? Has he done anything wrong? And he says he doesn't deserve any of the success that he got. A guy that's been in this country, not in this country, in England, for 2 years, won 2 titles, 2 golden boots, a treble, winning countless records after records, PFA Player of the Year, whatever, Team of the Season every year. You're telling me he doesn't deserve any of that? Who the fuck do you think you are?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm telling you, the most unlikable fucking fan base I have ever seen in my life. He's calling Erling Haaland nasty. At the end of the day, he's still Erling Haaland and you have fucking Gabriel. You think Bernardo Silva's unlikable? How unlikable is Gabriel? We all want this rivalry. We're trying to force a rivalry because everybody wants to live in the nostalgia days. I don't really mind that. But this is just a little bit cringe if you ask me. Who the fuck is Gabriel? You can't talk to Erling Haaland. He wasn't even rattled at the end of the game. You look at Erling Haaland's honors over his entire career. You would need multiple pages. You would need to scroll. It will take you at least 30 seconds and at least a couple of minutes to read them all. For fucking Gabriel, you got nothing. And by the way, he's 3 years older than Erling Haaland. In 50 years, everybody's going to remember Erling Haaland as the greatest goal scorer pretty much ever. No one's going to remember Gabriel at this current trajectory. You better win a fucking title because nobody's going to give a shit about Gabriel.
You're goddamn right.
That reminded me of playing Man City before the Saudi money come in. Yep. You know what I mean? When they were crap. Abu Dhabi, whatever money it is, like it looked like the old Man City. You know, when David James was in goal, like picking them out of the net. Absolutely tore them a new one. And do you know what is the best thing about it? And I'll tell you the best thing about it. I got 2 fits. When they were much better than us, that's what they done to us.
Yeah.
Now we're much better than them. That is exactly what we needed to do to them.
Tesco Voldemort is right. Obviously, I don't believe that Arsenal are so much better than Manchester City. But yes, this is what Manchester City did to Arsenal. And in my reaction video, my match reaction video, I gave full props to Arsenal. Because all jokes aside, they thoroughly deserve their victory. One of the most dominant displays against my club in the last several years. You guys talk about City more than you talk about Arsenal. One of the biggest lies in the football universe. Nobody cares about City. Absolute bullshit. Okay, you talk about City 24/7. People watch City more than their own teams. By the way, we didn't get bought by Saudi Arabia, you fucking idiots.
Guy's an idiot.
If you're gonna mock us, at least get your facts straight.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
No, please. Please, no. Please, no. You may be confused in my reaction, ladies and gentlemen. But I know what Barcelona, what their entire fan base is gonna do. I know who they're going to compare him to. And it's not just that one, it's the other Argentine as well. If you look at social media right now, please, for the love of God, don't compare. I will fly over to Barcelona and slap you motherfuckers up silly. Do not let this boy develop properly. Do not mess with it. I swear to God, we need players like this.
Pretty please.
It is so fucking cliche. Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, Figo, Roberto Carlos, Raul, and all those guys, Orlando Hierro, all of that to stop Ronaldinho. And then it was Benzema, Ramos, Bale, Modric, Cruz, all of that to stop Lionel Messi. And now it's Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe, Rudiger, Brahim Diaz, Arda Güler, Endrick, and Valverde, all of that to stop one guy yet again.
Again!
Tweet from a Liverpool fan, the most embarrassing, cringeworthy institution in existence, and it's not even close. Everything about them is manufactured. Yep, the stay humble from discount Daniel Levy. Oh my goodness, if they win the league title, they're going to be the most insufferable bunch of people in history.
I hate it. I'm out.
Another tweet from a Liverpool fan account. Not gonna lie, I would be fuming if any of our kids, Liverpool youth players, did this before or after winning a major trophy. Klopp would have stuck them back into the reserves for 4 months. Have to question what kind of culture Arteta's established at the club over 5 years.
Nailed it.
100% spot on. Klopp is one of the most ruthless managers you could possibly play for, okay? When the cameras are off, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a ruthless fucking German off camera, okay? Trust me, I've played under really crazy coaches, okay? When it's in front of the family members, they're so nice and cheerful and blah blah blah. When it's us in the dugout, when it's us near the corners, when it's us far away from the fields, he's ripping us a new one. Jurgen Klopp would not stand for any of those bullshit. Manchester City signed a midfielder. Quote from Fabrizio Romano, new midfielder for Pep Guardiola, as Manchester City will pay the same amount as a release clause worth 60 million euros with a different structure. Nico Gonzalez to Manchester City. Here we go. For those of you that don't remember, he was a Barcelona youth player, and then I think they sent him to Valencia and then back, and then to Porto. And now he's going to be a Manchester City player for what, 4 or 5 years? Barcelona fans were calling him the next Busquets. It didn't quite work out for them, but regardless, 93 percentile in assists. 89th percentile for successful take-ons. Ooh, I love it. 89th percentile for touches. Manchester City style already. And my absolute favorite, 97th percentile in aerial duels won, 2.79 per 90 minutes. He is 6'2". This is going to be an exquisite player to play alongside Rodri. Not to replace Rodri, to play alongside him. We're going to see how Pep Guardiola does that. If I see him playing as a fucking winger, I'm going to lose my shit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes yet another episode of Football Twitter. I love doing these, and I know you all love them too. If you do enjoy these videos, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you are new. I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.